I've tried many wireless microphones for the past year, and there are currently 2 that I recommend. Well, 3. The third one is not wireless, but it's going to be my honorable mention. Starting off with the expensive one, it's going to be the DJI mic, which is the microphone you're hearing right now. This wireless microphone goes for about $330, so it's not cheap. But I do like how everything you need is packaged in this little box. They give you all the adapters, you can connect up to 2 mics to record 2 people at the same time, and you do have a touchscreen to control what you need to do on the mics. So if you do need a versatile mic that can connect to your iPhone, your Android, computer, laptop, camera, then this is the one to get. Are there any cons about this microphone? Well, not really. None that really sticks out like a sore thumb. But I do have some changes or improvements that can be changed for the next version. First is the case. I do wish it's a bit smaller so it can be more pocketable. It's fine for throwing it in your bag, but if you are going to carry this as like a vlogging microphone that goes with you everywhere, then it's going to be nice to, just have it in your pocket and it doesn't feel like it's bulging out or digging into your skin. Now this change is more of a user base from my end, is that the adapters, I wish they can lock, because there are times when I am vlogging, I do want to have a secure grip on whatever I have, either my DJI Action 2 or my phone, and I tend to squeeze it too much to a point where the adapters kind of misalign. And it's nice that on the screen it'll tell you that it's disconnected, but I just wish that there was some sort of locking mechanism so it doesn't do that. And I'm not doing it on purpose either, because I just don't want to drop any of my stuff. And the last thing I want to see change is the finish on these microphones, or even the case, because it's pretty slippery. The plastic is nice and it has some texture on it, but it's not enough for me to hold into my hands, especially when I'm changing adapters or trying to take a microphone off or a receiver off. Sometimes it would just slip out and it would drop. Especially if it does have a screen, I don't want that to be scratched. So I do wish the next version would have some sort of grippier material on it so I can just grab it easier. Now let's move on to the cheaper wireless microphone. This one is called the LAVOKOL B5, which you are hearing right now. The one I have here is with the single transmitter for $70. They do have one with 2 transmitters, so you can still record with 2 people. That one would cost you an extra $10. The reason why I want to recommend this one is because it's lighter, it's easier to use, and it's smaller. And lately I found myself using this microphone more than the DJI one. When I'm doing camera comparisons, I have like 3 phones in my pocket. I still have some more room for this microphone, so I do like that. There are some accessories with this microphone. The most important one is most likely the adapter to USB-C to Lightning, so you can actually use it both on an Android and iPhone, which I am using right now. So this is actually recording off of my iPhone, so you can actually hear both. And quickly, I'm going to switch to the DJI one so you can hear a quick comparison between the 2. And now I'm going to switch back to the B5. Another reason why I like using this one is because of how small the receiver is. When I'm plugging this in and holding the phone to vlog or whatever camera, it feels really natural, and I don't feel like anything is bulging out too much, unlike the DJI one, which is just pretty chunky. So my palm would have to accommodate of that size. This one feels much more natural. And also the receiver is powered through your phone or whatever source is plugged in, so it's not actually charging when you put it into the case. The case is only charging the transmitter, and I do like how once you put it in and close the case, everything turns off and it charges right away. And that leads to my thought process of I don't need to worry about what's being charged. As long as I know the transmitter is being charged all the time, it's fine, because I don't want to have my thought of, oh, is my receiver charged? Does it have enough battery, as well as the transmitter? So that's just 2 things to keep track of. Now this microphone is pretty interesting because it does have 3 vocal modes. Right now it's lit blue, so it means it's on a normal mode. I just pressed the button and the light turned green. Now this one is called the noise reduction mode, which to be honest, I don't hear like a huge difference. Maybe when I'm outside, you may hear a bigger difference, but when I tested them out, it's not a huge difference to me. So I would either use one of these 2. It wouldn't matter, but let's switch to the next mode. The last mode is a reverb mode. It does have this teal light to it, which is a nice effect, or it's pretty cool, but I don't think I would ever use it. Now, what are the cons about this microphone? The biggest one for me is it does feel pretty cheap. It's made out of plastic, it feels like it's going to be scratched easily, and if I do drop this case, it feels like it's going to crack. Holding this microphone does feel pretty hollow, and it doesn't feel like it's a $70 mic. And also the receiver feels like it does have some more space, so it feels pretty loose. In terms of just the plastic piece, when I'm plugging it in, it feels solid, that's fine. But the little casing, I guess there's some room to it and it just wiggle a bit, so that can be annoying to some. The next con is this microphone doesn't come with the proper windscreen for windy days. And having the wind muff is pretty common inside the package, so I don't know why this one isn't included. And the last con is, well, it's not really a con, but it's less versatile than the DJI mic, so it doesn't connect to a camera. But it can connect to a laptop since it does come with a USB-C to USB-A adapter. Another cool thing about this microphone is it does come with this earpiece that connects to your transmitter through USB-C. I guess it is a nice solution to monitor your voice while you're doing something like voiceovers. There's one more microphone that I do want to introduce. This one is a shotgun microphone, so it's just plug and play. Very easy to use, but it's not wireless. This one is called the MOVO Double Shotgun. The one that they gave me here is a USB-C version, but on the site they're selling the iPhone version. But luckily the B5 gave me this adapter that I'm using right now that still works. Oh, and you can see it does come with proper wind muffs for windy days. On this shotgun, you do have some options you can change on there. You can change the gain, and also you can choose what to record. Right now, I am only choosing front and using the front section of the microphone. I can switch to only back, or I can just use both at the same time. And now I'm going to switch it to use both of the microphones right now. One thing I do notice while recording in the both microphone mode is that the volume is pretty low, or it gets lower. So that's one thing to notice, or I guess the con about it. But if you're only recording yourself, vlogging yourself, then for sure just use only one side. But this microphone is nice to be able to capture everything around you or what's in front of you if you're talking to a friend, or just capturing the whole scene and still pick up good audio from both sides. So I guess this is a really good vlogging shotgun microphone as well. Now these two wireless microphones are the ones that I recommend just based on what they do. The DJI microphone is for everything I need to do. For example, if I'm going on a trip and I know I'm going to do a camera comparison using multiple phones, or just recording an actual dedicated video, I'm just going to bring the DJI microphone because it works with everything. So I think the price you're paying for is worth it because no matter what you throw at it, it's going to work. And if I'm just shooting in the city locally, then I feel like I'm gonna lean towards the B5 because it's just so much easier to use, it's quicker to use, lighter in my pocket, it takes up less space. So it just makes sense for me to use that instead. If I want to use something very easy, I don't want to keep track of the charging case, the receiver, the transmitter. It's just so many pieces around my pockets. It's very annoying. So if I don't want to stress myself, I'm going to slap on the shotgun microphone and call it a day. So those are the 3 microphones that I would recommend vlogging on your phone. So let me know what you guys think about how they sound, you think it's worth it, and which one you're planning to pick up. It may not be these 3, but let me know down below which one you are looking at. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.